As I'm sure many of you will have already seen, some huge news was just released last night about the future of Call of Duty, which has been largely up in the air ever since the news broke last week that Microsoft are in the process of purchasing Activision in 2023 for $70 billion, should the deal manage to pass through government regulations. Recently, I haven't been uploading much on the channel, but I'm intending to get right back into it now, and I've taken a good break to just recollect and formulate how I want to run this channel moving forward. Anyways, before I get into all of the information, I just have a quick message to share for you. This video has been kindly sponsored by Ace Defender, that's a free-to-play simulation RPG masterpiece, combining authentic turn-based RPG monster battles with tower defense elements, components of the idle genre, high-quality graphics of the fantasy world, and more. The game has a traditional RPG storyline for solo players with 40 plus chapters making up nearly 2,000 levels. There are 5 hero factions: Divine, Demon, Shadow, Nature, and Light, all with deep background stories. You start with 48 heroes, and there are 2 new heroes released every 2 weeks. A new hero called Brenda the Dragon Spear was just added, who has the ability to deal massive damages to both PvE and PvP battles, limiting her opponent's damage and recovering health on her own. You can level up, combine heroes, and equip gear to create a powerful lineup. There are 1x, 2x, or 4x gameplay modes to speed up or slow down the action. Expedition is the solo mode I mentioned earlier. We then have PvE modes: explore dungeons and regions, engage in trials, level up your heroes, and collect rare items, as well as PvP modes: fight against other players within your server in Arena or across server in King's Arena with multiple lineups. What's more is that there are mysterious new worlds called Realms of Deities available soon in the game, where you can build your castle, develop technology, and train soldiers to conquer the city for endless treasures. On the Realm of Deities map, you can defeat all kinds of monsters and get rewards, fight together with your allies, gain more power for your heroes through the magical research. So if all of this sounds good to you, you can check it out via the link in this video's description to claim some free rewards, including 10 Royal Recruit tickets after completing levels 2 to 8. You can use these tickets by clicking Sky City, then Tavern, then Recruit 10 times. So yeah, click the link and claim your free rewards today. Since the news broke that Microsoft are looking to purchase Activision Blizzard, we have heard that Activision have been discussing having non-yearly Call of Duty games in the future. Microsoft have plans on allowing the development studios to have more time to make better games, and some of the COD studios will work on other classic Activision IPs, since Activision have been forcing them to overwork, treating their staff terribly, have been forcing them into extreme work crunch culture to pump out a new Call of Duty game every single year, which is obviously very unhealthy, and Activision were putting all of their eggs in one basket, making the studios only work on Call of Duty. Whilst it is Activision's biggest success, of course if anything goes wrong, they need to have fallback, and they should be branching out and doing multiple different things, but that's the problem with corporatism. It's all focused on these short-term profit margins so that they can increase their stock price, and in doing so it stifles innovation, because they're just focused on the short term, squeezing the short-term profits out of Call of Duty, milking it dry, and just completely forgot and neglected all of their other past IPs. And I'm sure a lot of the development studios have been getting bored with just making Call of Duty non-stop. They want to do more creative things. Overall, I think allowing them to have more time is going to mean that not only will Activision be making some awesome games outside of just Call of Duty, but they will also be working on making Call of Duty itself better and re-innovating the formula that has gotten stale after so many years. Microsoft will allow for a better work environment and more creative freedom. Things are far from perfect at Activision and probably won't be for a while, but I do think the Microsoft deal is the big thing they needed. Even though it does suck that it's more corporation condensing monopolization, at the end of the day this is kind of the best case scenario, even though it still has its own flaws. Bobby Kotick will remain as the CEO, but will likely leave with a huge bonus in 2023. It sucks that he still gets a huge bonus, but it seems to be the only way to get rid of him. It's essentially his get out of jail free card without facing any repercussions for his actions and getting a huge paycheck. Since Microsoft are purchasing Activision, it's unclear as to if Call of Duty games will remain on PlayStation forever. Phil Spencer said that they will abide to Sony's contract of at least having them on PlayStation with some exclusive stuff until 2023. Beyond then, it's currently unknown. At least Warzone will probably remain on all platforms. I do think potentially Call of Duty might might go exclusive, but in my opinion, I think they're probably going to keep it on all platforms, just because Call of Duty does bring in so much revenue. But I think in order for this to occur, there might be some negotiation necessary, and Microsoft have a lot of leverage over Sony, since Call of Duty is such a huge franchise and is the main reason most players have a PlayStation Plus. So whilst I do think it's going to remain on all platforms, we are still quite a couple years away until this deal is finalized, and anything can change in the meantime. I do think there will be negotiations, and there probably is negotiations in progress right now, and those negotiations will determine whether it does end up staying exclusive for the foreseeable future. I can see it not being exclusive for a little while and potentially going exclusive in the future, but in my opinion, I think it's going to remain on all platforms, but Microsoft will use this leverage to essentially bribe Sony so that they have some kind of advantage in the console war or whatever. Maybe they may find a way to bribe the Xbox Game Pass to be on PlayStation 2, who knows. Call of Duty could even end up going a free-to-play route where you can only access it via Game Pass. Bloomberg are also reporting that Modern Warfare 2 by Infinity Ward, the sequel to Modern Warfare 2019, will be releasing this year. Obviously, we already expected this, and that Treyarch will be making a new game in 2023. I can't wait to see the sequel to Cold War Zombies, but this is really good news because Treyarch are apparently going to get a full 3-year development cycle for this game, when the last, few games, they've been rushed and they've had so many issues behind the scenes with development, and this could be the first time where they are given adequate time to make the game, and I just can't wait to see what Treyarch deliver. And hopefully this rejuvenates their reputation a lot and can amends for some of the mistakes they've made in the past, and some of the mistakes that weren't even really their fault just due to Activision pressuring them so much. As to what the game it'll be, it's most likely another Black Ops game set around the era of Black Ops 2. That's what current rumors are. Surprisingly, there's apparently going to be a Warzone 2 releasing in 2023, potentially during Modern Warfare 2's life cycle. And this is huge news. I'm sure we never expected to hear the phrase Warzone 2. And this is completely unprecedented, and like Charlie and Tel have stated, Warzone 2 will probably be a new updated application, so it's separate from the Modern Warfare launcher. There's probably going to be huge graphical updates, better next generation support, and more. So you'll probably be able to finally have an FOV slider on consoles and a lot of better support for current gen consoles, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X/S. You can't keep it attached to Modern Warfare 2019 forever with how clunky and buggy it's gotten, because they've been trying to do so much with it and they only have a certain amount of hardware space and limitations. So it's good that they're probably going to separate it and have its own application. When it is released, it'll probably come with a new map and there'll be a bunch of changes. They'll probably only have Modern Warfare 2 weapons as well and just get rid of all of the prior stuff. After 2023, it's currently unclear if we'll get yearly Call of Duty games. They might just go to a much more expansive games as a service model, where the new Warzone, Black Ops and Modern Warfare games are all continuously updated for a few years until the next main Call of Duty game. The future is unclear, but it's looking really bright, to be honest. This would be the best case scenario, especially for Zombies fans, if it gets updated for years to come. Maybe they could even go the route of COD Mobile, where it's just a culmination of classic maps, weapons, etc., and is just being updated for a long time. It's being reported by Tom Henderson that Warzone 2 may just be next-gen only, and Treyarch's 2023 game will be the first truly next-gen experience, allowing them to get the best hardware advantage. Obviously, it's still a while away, and everything is subject to change. There's also been a rumor recently from Ralph that the end of the Modern Warfare sequel suggests that it's the end of the franchise. Modern Warfare, that is. This seems highly unlikely and certainly wasn't always the plan if this is actually true, but recently plans have been changing behind the scenes, and if they are thinking of not having yearly Call of Duty games, they may move away from constantly sequelizing. After all, the old Infinity Ward writers did leave last year, so big changes to their prior plans might have been made. Since Microsoft are planning to buy Activision, any prior plans are pretty much out of the window now. Anything is up for change. Even if they plan to have multiple Modern Warfare games down the line, that could all end up getting scrapped because they're trying to go for a different model where we don't just get a new Call of Duty game every single year. Instead, they might be trying to create a big branching Call of Duty universe, and Modern Warfare 2 and the next Black Ops game could be connected and tie into one another via Modern Warfare's ending, since they are set pretty closely together time-wise. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I wanted to say in this video. The future of Call of Duty is looking promising, at the same time worrying a little bit, and definitely very uncertain. No one can predict the future, future, especially if the Call of Duty formula completely changes, where a new game is not just milked out every single year, and we could be getting a lot more creative and diverse games, and we could be getting a lot of games from Activision and even Call of Duty studios that aren't even Call of Duty games. For example, Sledgehammer Games might just stop working on Call of Duty, they might just help out with them, but they might instead go off to create some other game, a new IP potentially for Activision, or even an old IP that has been untouched for quite some time. That's everything I wanted to say in this video. Just a quick reminder that you can check out Ace Defender using the link in this video's description to claim your free rewards, and thanks to them for kindly sponsoring this video. Anyways, thank you for watching the video, and make sure to subscribe if you're not here for the latest and greatest Call of Duty news and information. So anyways, thank you for watching, and bye.